Thank you, Alf. Good morning, everybody. We are happy to be here again this year in Berlin. My name is Ulrich Schild from TRACKTS, and you see today there are two of us. I will guide you today through the presentation, and I brought a colleague.
Pavel Lehkodimov, TRACKTS. That's a privilege to be here, colleagues, on the stage for the first time. So, yeah, Uli.
Yeah, and we will not keep it theoretical. Pavel has prepared a demo for you, which is showing artificial intelligence. Yeah, so a good portion will be being in the system. When Alf started, he said, "Okay, what happened last year?" Sorry. I think nobody of you could escape the news on artificial intelligence, so that was very prominent. And well, let me ask the question: Did you have already your ChatGPT moment? When did it happen? Yeah. And with this ChatGPT moment, I mean the point in time where you realized that this technology really will change the way how we'll work in the future. I will not give an introduction to large language models and ChatGPT, that's for other people, but let me explain a bit what we are talking about. So what we will see today is a large language model. We have connected ChatGPT 4.0 to Kvinta. And well, what do those machines do? So you heard a lot about this, but large language models, basically, they always, when you're asking something or when they try to finish a sentence, they always predict the next word. If you ask ChatGPT, when did the queen die, it will calculate, okay, the answer should be the queen died and so on. So like this, it gets a comprehensive text and you can talk to the machine. In the background, those large language models are running a neural network. That's technology which is around since the 50s of last century. And also large language models, they're nothing new. Yeah, there are a lot of large language models around. It's not only ChatGPT, it's also BART. There are hundreds, and they are also not new. But why they are so prominent in the media now, something happened last year as those machines developed suddenly behaviors which were really surprising. The developers didn't predict that this happens. And the funny thing is they even can't explain why this happened. And that was more or less in the last year. And some examples, suddenly those machines were able to learn foreign languages. They have never been trained to do so. Or they started to show a comprehensive reasoning, which was also surprising. You can enter in ChatGPT a command saying, please give me all the reasoning when it's generating replies. So that was new, and that's changing a lot. Now, using those machines out of the box, there is, of course, added value for you, but now we want to talk about how can you apply this added value to the track and trace world. There will be still a lot of limitations applying those machines to a certain area in business and IT. So for example, you will see that those machines, they have a so-called knowledge cutoff. They have been trained until a certain point in time, and then it's black. If you ask ChatGPT, when did the queen die, it will tell you, to my information, she's reigning since 1950, and she's still reigning. It just doesn't know. The machines will, of course, not know your corporate specifics. They do not know your data, thanks God. Then they do something, if they don't know the answer, they do hallucinations. And you just witnessed a hallucination because the queen was reigning since 1952. That was not right, I did hallucinate. And there are more limitations, data privacy concerns. Those machines generate also cost if they are dealing with big data, so you need to be careful what to do with it. They only have a very short memory, knowing what they did with you. The size is limited of the information you can key in, and they are not yet able to execute tasks. And those limitations we want to overcome, that you are able to really leverage the power of those machines. Yeah, and that's what we did. That's the reason we are heavily now investing in research and development in this area. And we will show today 2 technologies leveraging that. And we have embedded those in Kvinta. And the first thing we will show today is we enable ChatGPT to speak to unstructured data. ChatGPT doesn't know that, so ChatGPT can interact with everything text-based, like Word documents, Excel documents, PDFs. And the second thing, which is more thrilling, we can start to talk to IT systems. ChatGPT has the capability to access all your data in your IT systems. At the end of the day, you access your data with programming language, with SQL statements. That's language, that's the realm of the large language models. So you can talk to your track and trace system, and that's what we are doing today. And with that, as I said, we will not keep it theoretical. I hand over to Pavel, who is showing you real time how that works, how you can apply ChatGPT with additional specific data out of track and trace. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Uli. Thanks, colleagues. So let's start with the current day. What you see now is our Kvinta solution. Kvinta is enterprise level level 4 track and trace solution. So it can play a role of L4 solution, enterprise level, L3 solution, site level for the plant, for the warehouse, or it can play a role of middleware system, taking care about governmental reporting. Yeah? So it's flexible, it has many different functionalities for track and trace to cover your needs. But the presentation is not about the Kvinta itself today. Presentation is about its brand new AI module, artificial intelligence module. So let's go straight into it. I'm showing you that, okay, there is a demo system Kvinta. It has some data, master data. It has some transactional data, codes. Codes have some events. There is some hierarchy, etc. So you know all that. And now we will query this data from Kvinta. So that's like a demo. Okay, we are developing now 2 use cases, as Uli mentioned. First is talking to your documents. It could be any documents you have. Let's say you have emails, you have PDFs, Word documents, Excel sheets, you know all that. Yeah? To answer one comprehensive question, you need all that all together, and we sit 1 hour to clarify something. So why don't we just inject all these documents into the system and let the system do the work for you? So let's ask some questions. For example, let's start with some general one. Tell me about UAE regulation. So what's happening behind? We have uploaded available documents for regulations into the system. It can be hundreds and thousands of documents. System is sorting out the relevant pieces of information for the answer. So it takes, okay, what do I need to answer the question about UAE regulation? Then it summarizes it, and then it answers exactly according to your question in the context of your documents. So it's not answer from the internet, it's not answer from ChatGPT itself, but it's answer from your corporate documents, yeah? And as well, it's answer based on existing knowledge in track and trace. For example, in UAE regulation, we see that it's Mohab, it's a Tatmin system, and we see the data matrix content, and there is a name and the dates. All good. Okay, so it's a generic question. Let's ask something a bit more specific. Okay, Bahrain regulation. We have a manufacturing report, and it has a field ILMD. What is that? Yeah. So let's see. Again, system search for all available documentation, cuts pieces, brings them together, summarize, gives this to ChatGPT, and lets it answer in plain language. So it answers, okay, this is a field. It consists of 2 fields, lot number, and yeah, and expiration date. Great. Let's go further. As you know, probably the LLMs, this ChatGPT can talk you different languages, yeah? So it's no matter actually which language to talk. So let's ask in German. I'm not sure, I'm not proficient in German. I hope this is the correct grammatically.
Which fields should be in the data matrix for UAE?
Yeah, exactly. So, and you see that the system answers you in German. So let's imagine you have some documentation and you have users around the globe. You don't need to translate it anymore. Instantly, this becomes available to all your teams globally in one place. Yeah? That's already covered by ChatGPT. Yeah? Let's go to another use case. It's speaking with structured information. So I've shown you shortly that there is a demo system, Kvinta, cloud-based. It has master data, companies, products, so ibuprofen and paracetamol, you know all that, and some codes. Okay, let's query this data. Okay, find all products with names. Okay, so list all partner companies. One more thing, you can make a typing mistake, yeah? It will understand, most probably. If it will not understand, okay, you can rephrase and try again. Okay, what happens in the background in this use case? System converts your plain language to system query. System knows track and trace domain, system knows how your system is designed, how data is stored, and can construct a request based on this information. Then it just sends the request to your system, gets the result back. It could be several systems, and we're here totally system independent, like we're ready to work with any your systems and any your data warehouses. We can store your data, you can store your data your own, it doesn't matter. And then system converts the result into the most suitable format. Let's say now it's table, yeah? So you can download it to Excel, you can again execute some action. Okay, let's ask something else. Partner with name PharmaLab. Okay, that's master data. Okay, so do you all know, yeah, that, okay, what's the GLN number of this partner in the project? Oh, what's the address? So no need to go to your Excel sheets anymore, yeah? So, okay, you're updating your Excel sheet, but then it becomes available to everybody instantly. Okay, and from here you can also correct and tell, okay, that's not correct, update. So that's like a versioning, change management of your documentation, PharmaLab. If you ask something to ChatGPT, pure ChatGPT, okay, PharmaLab, it will not understand. Yeah, probably it will provide context of this organization. Here we are providing the system additionally the context. Okay, we're speaking about serialization. We are speaking about this company. This company has these processes. This company has this data. And based on all that context, it answers. So it tailors answer to your situation. When another customer using the same system will ask its question, it will tailor for their situation, for their business process. Okay, do I have anything else? Okay, some products. Maybe, yeah, what happened with code, yeah? Like, okay, probably some events, historical events. Yeah. Let's wait, it takes time. ChatGPT thinks. So because we are providing it with a lot of information, yeah, that's not just this short question, but it's context. Okay, this system has this data structure. This company has this process. Okay, now you see there is information about codes and events. Yeah, so code has been commissioned, then it has been packed. So that's all basically that I wanted to show you. Yeah, thank you very much. Uli, back to you.
Thank you very much. I still need to. Happy that I have a couple of minutes left. Yeah. So you see that technology is really powerful. There's no programmer sitting in the other building who's just responding to what Pavel did. There was no programming work for doing that. So ChatGPT transfers all those requests into technical language without you needing to ask the programming guys, can you please do a query for me? And by the way, it takes 10 days for programming. So that works all without. And yeah, we see really short time, or even now, some use cases which really will help you and bring your work in track and trace, also in other areas, but specifically in track and trace to the next level. The first area is you can do task automation with ChatGPT. So you can make updates to your data, you can update your documents with ChatGPT. And for example, well, do your colleagues like master data management for track and trace? Do they like to say, okay, that's an EU product, I need to put in the dosage form. Now it's a Russian product, now it's an US product. So that's something you can let the machines help your colleagues. Second big thing is, of course, knowledge management. So how often I would have wished to have a system where all the track and trace worldwide knowledge, and not only pharma, is existing, and that it maybe even is up to date. Now it's possible. So knowledge management for external knowledge resources. And then also knowledge management in your internal organization. So how much knowledge gets lost because the colleague put it on some server where you never find it again. Now it just needs to be somewhere where the machine can find it. And this is not restricted to written knowledge. So think about making all your colleagues now document their knowledge, even in a video. There are a lot of tools around transcribing video into text, and like this, the knowledge gets accessible. So start to do that. And then third thing, you can make much use of your data because the machines can combine data from different systems, can combine structured data and unstructured data. And in the future, it will be a no-brainer that you can access this data in a chat or even voice-based. And just an idea, if you are now implementing systems, think about having, think about if are they capable to access the data chat-based, or is it a black box where you never can access your data? Will your provider allow to access the database? That's already now a thought you should have when you're choosing systems. Good. Some science fiction. So what are our thoughts, how this evolves? And that's of course a bit difficult because the world is turning very quickly in that area. So on short term, like next year or even now, we see that the technology can be used as a knowledge base. You can use it for your support teams. So what happened to my SG10? Why are there 10 alerts for my SG10, blah, blah, blah. And as I said, facilitation of master data management. Those are use cases which are on our roadmap and which will be available soon. Then a bit further, we see that you can get a service for automatic regulatory updates where you can say, I want to have all the updates on your SDSAs, stuff like this. We see task automation. You can create personalized training with the machine. So your staff will be able to tell, okay, I'm working in the area, I need to work with Kazakhstan, so I want to have all the trainings relevant for Kazakhstan track and trace. There will be voice assistants embedded and an advanced track and trace analytics. Now in 4 or 5 years, now it becomes really science fiction, but we see that we think that the way we are working in the future will be that well, probably it's still Windows I'm working with, but you will run and book several agents which are running in parallel and helping you with your daily work, with the routine work, and you will be the supervisor for all those guys. Yeah, so they will do the tasks and will contact you. Okay, something here I cannot go further. I need human input. And we see that you even can delegate pieces of project implementation tasks to the machines. I'm curious if that's still true in 5 years when I'm here back again. Good. As my time is running out, thank you very much. And yeah, Pavel and I, we are around during the breaks, and you can also contact us on Kvinta.com, and we promise there will be humans responding to your queries, no machines. Thank you very much.